Okay, so we are doing our next bronze to mythic draft. I think we'll be shifting into Brothers War during this run for this season. Because the season ends in what? 18 days. So hopefully we can do this in addition to my normal my normal Twitch stream going to Mythic as well. It's a lot of time, but hopefully we can do it. We'll see. I'll do my best to like get there. We'll see. But you can see the struggles and trials and tribulations as we go. I'm wearing my nice Magic 30 swag gotten for me by my friend. So sweet and kind. So, okay, here we go. So we want to get into one of these and let's see how it goes. Yeah, go for it. Fill, my darlings, fill. Okay, sorry, actually that's something I should consider very much before it comes out of my mouth. That's so bad. Okay, moving along. I mean, right now Neo is back online, and so people might be doing that. It is ranked, I think, so it's quick draft and it's ranked, so we could just go do that. If this doesn't fill fast, I'm definitely gonna go do that instead of Dominaria, because I actually prefer Neo to Dominaria United, DMU. Okay, here we go. Is this 4 or 3? I forget. It's weird because that season reset and I always forget like which one I'm actually on. But anyway, this is a bronze to mythic draft, and here we go. Okay, so let's see. What are we gonna get? Am I gonna shoulder it for like the second time ever? Nope, I'm gonna get a bad rare and I have to pass it as usual. Okay, fair enough. I like Cleaving Skyrider. I probably take it out of this pack. Tolarian Geyser also good. I mean, there's a bunch of, semi-playables, but I think those are the only 2 real picks in this pack. Okay, let's grab it. Go from there. So... Oh, wow. Okay. I will take that Herloon Battle Hymn and be very happy about it. So the Outrider and Legomos are both actually attractive here. The Mardu deck is quite good, but I'm not going to take that over a premium removal spell that's in the 2 colors that this would like to be in. Outrider, of course, is great, even just in a normal 2-color deck, because it's a 4/4 reach, which is actually quite good. And it guarantees you some damage to the face. So, I am sad to be passing that and Legomos, but this is a really lovely pickup, so we'll go from there. Here we have Blight Pile, Essence Scatter, Impulse. Most of this is playable, not the Thron Portal, usually, unless you really, really need it to go for, like, 5-color domain. I'm probably gonna take the... This one's a little rough. The best cards are black, in terms of, like, synergistic cards, like Blight Pile and Barricade and Vivisector, right? I think I want the Griffin Protector here. Steel Crusher is replaceable and will wheel often. It's not a very impressive card at all. It could look at, moving into the blue for, like... Is it... But I think I like where we are so far. Ooh, Lightning Strike. Hello. That's a thing. All right, but... So I'm going to take this. But Urg being there this late and Soul Tender, those are pretty good. And these 2 are also pretty good for blue. And obviously for green-white, this is not a bad card. But it wheels because if you're not in specifically green-white, it's not a great card. It's just a bear with no upside. So... And this is replaceable, but more powerful than either of these. We're gonna grab this, and I have to consider the blue, honestly. We'll see how this goes. Shield Wall Sentinel, Relic of Legends, Fire Nado, Bite Down. Okay, so wow, okay. Blue isn't there, obviously, but the Fire Nado's a fine... Like, I could pick up 1 Fire Nado and not be too unhappy about it. It's not great. It's very slow removal, but you know, if you don't have other removal, you definitely want it. Here I actually do have an interesting, you know, so, you know, Bite Down, Fire NATO, Shield Wall, Relic, and Drawbridge. Drawbridge isn't, sorry, Relic, Shield Wall, and Bite Down, and Fire NATO. That's kind of it. I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I think I'm actually going to take the Relic for that reason and see where we go. Alright, Destroy Evil here is lovely. Rulik and Tangled Eyelid are interesting, and the Kavu is something I would really want as well in red-white. I'm a little worried about the white, though. White doesn't appear to be open at all. So I actually think I'm supposed to... I mean, despite the fact that I think Destroy Evil is stronger than Kavu, and I'm going to take the Destroy Evil. I think you could make a very strong case to pick Kavu there just because you're not sure you're going to be in... Okay, alright, well, never mind. We're going to get Kavu here anyway. There is a Sacred Peaks and a Geothermal Bog, which are interesting, but I'm going to make sure that I get this Kavu. I wouldn't mind that Faithbinder, but I can get it later than this, I think. So I'm going to grab this over, like, the Sacred Peaks and the other stuff, because if I'm in two colors, I'm not going to prioritize the lands as heavily. But that was a nice pickup. Ooh, Heroic Charge, sure. Over the Fire NATO here, and of course the other Relic. The Molten Tributary is vaguely interesting just because sometimes you get a Wrath that you really like to play in this. Wrath is often worth splashing, but the Heroic Charge is more important. Alright, I'm going to take this. It might just be a bear. A 3-1, like normally, I'm probably not necessarily going to splash the... black for it. If I randomly get to, great. I'm not running the Relic, by the way, in case you were wondering, because that's not likely in a Boros deck. Timely Interference still being in the pack is a little bit sad, but I think this is right. Okay, so the most powerful card in the pack is the Tolarian Geyser. Ooh, okay. I don't mind having one automatic librarian. It is filler, but it is something to fix stuff. Artillery Blast isn't great in two colors, but it's okay. I think I'm going to take the librarian here over the Tolarian, but that could be wrong. I think I'm still forcing the red-white just because I'm getting the cards. It's a nice start to a deck. Vivisect, all of these are playable very happily in terms of the Impulse and the Barricade and the Wall deck and the Vivisector in that one, in the Black Sack deck and stuff. I may run a Drawbridge depending on whether I get some more removal or need a tapper. Ooh. Of course I can't play that. I'm gonna take the Captain's Call or the Sprouting Goblin here. Sprouting is a way to make sure that if you're flooding, you still can find things to do. It's not, you wouldn't play it for the kicker in this case. It's a good 2-drop still in a red-white deck, or any red deck, just because it has that second ability here, the third ability technically after kicker, and the triggered. God, I love that one, trying that out. I mean, I could just take the 2-drop, but I think I really, since I already have a Heroic Charge, I think I really need this Captain's Call. I am sad to pass that Goblin, though. And of course, my rare I can't play. Ooh, Knight. That's nice. Oh, that card gets me so often when I go into this deck. There's a Keldon Strike Team 2 that I hope will wheel. I don't know that it will. Maybe the Griffin Protector? Probably not. But if Geyser wheeled last time, that's kind of crazy. LS. Ooh. LS is so good. My other option is another Heroic Charge or like Flowstone Infusion. I don't actually want the Furious Bellow. Flowstone is a really good card to have access to, but Ellis is so good that maybe I splash the red instead, just these two instead of the Flowstone. And then obviously splash for that kicker, but that means that my sleeper's online. I mean, the black has appeared more open on the first pack. This is such high upside that I think I'm gonna, no, I'm just going to, disciplined. I hate disciplined. Oh my God, there's an Extinguish the Light there and I regret everything. Okay, I'm gonna take the Runic Shot. Normally Runic Shot is not what I would want for this deck as far as removal goes. I actually want, if I take an Ellis, I could take that as Extinguish. I'd lose out on my Flowstone, my Hurloon, and my Lightning Strike to some degree. It would be harder to splash those than I'd like in an aggro deck. This is, by the way, sorry, it's not the removal you want in an aggressive deck, because you actually don't necessarily want to... You don't want them to be attacking. If they're attacking, that means you're not doing your job of, like, killing them. Okay. So I should have, I guess, spec'd on the LS. Then I could have had the, holy mama. Alright, fine. Then I could have had the kill spell. I could have also had the... I mean, I could just take the Kavu here. This is so painful. Ellis will not wheel, right? There's no way in hell, right? Oof. Okay. No, regrets in hindsight here. So I can take a Vivisector, Splats, Bone Splinters, or take up the shield. God, this is rough. Take the Bone Splinters. I hate everything. I could just take the Geothermal Bog here to help the splash. I think I am going to. I want that Vivisector, but... Okay, we did get the Griffin out of that pack. Oh, this is so sad. I should have just taken Ellis and then the kill spell. I think that would have just been better. The red was so open the first pack, though, and I'm going to get it the next pack, so... I think I was supposed to stay disciplined, but, I mean, I regret it, but I feel like that was what I was supposed to do. We'll see what's better in black or red coming up. Fires is... I think I just need creature, though. So... If I want to splash, I can splash for Aron. Oh, it's Ellis plus the Extinguish plus the Rager plus Aron would be just so much better than what I have, I think. So now how many creatures do I have? 10, but with an automatic Librarian. I'm trying to figure out whether I have to take the Benelish Faithbonder, but I think I'm the Steel Crusher, but I'm still gonna do this. It's good to really get... Okay, paid... Oh, no, the hymn! Bugger. Alright, well, this is too good. Alright, so... Alright. Oh, and another Lightning Strike. Astor is like a fine card. It's just a 4/4 for 4, which is fine stats in limited, so I could take it here, but I'm not going to take it over a Lightning Strike. Yeah, I mean, the red is open in this pack, as expected, and the discipline did sort of pay off, but then I wasn't disciplined after that, because I was just seeing, like, Rager and Aron is just, Could have had a second Flowstone Kavu is the main thing I missed out on. A third Griffin Protector, Enthrall to the Pit, Sunlit Marsh, Geothermal Bog. Maybe I just go more heavily Mardu, and I do put this in here now that I can get a Geothermal Bog or another Sunlit Marsh. I think it's Sunlit Marsh. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, an Outrider as well, and then Sacred Peaks possibly. No, we're gonna take an Outrider. I wouldn't mind a stall for time if it wheeled. We might get that Sacred Peaks back, honestly. So I might do something like that if I have 3 black sources easily. And the Relic I might actually run. Ooh, there's another Flowstone, okay. Maybe I don't run the Rager. That's a silly splash, I think. I also didn't get that many token producers beside that. Ooh, okay, never mind. We got this. Okay, Coalition, Flowstone, Braids, Warhorse. Wow. Phalanx or a third Kavu. Even the Warhorse is not the worst. I think it's Phalanx. I think it's Phalanx. Ooh, another charge? Okay. I'll take the aggressive stall for time here, I guess. What the... Alright, that's like, I could have had 4 charges, fine. I could take the Warhorse here. Nah, I think we might not be running anything but... Okay, we didn't get the peaks back, I don't think. Oh, wow, that's a freaking late Vohar and Dross. What the... okay, alright. This draft was very strange. Okay. I'm gonna consider this. I probably am not gonna run it, but let's take a look at what we have here. I had to pass him in the same pack as the Squee. Squee is way better, and I'm very happy about it, but I'm sad that they were in the same pack. Would have been really nice to be past the next pack. Another Hurloon Battle Hymn would have been great. I think we take out the black here. I think we keep the Aron because it's strong enough. Maybe. I mean, we just. I never saw the strike team didn't wheel. And I didn't think it necessarily would, but like we didn't see any of those. I don't think red white was necessarily all that open, and I don't have a lot of two drops that I would really have liked to have had. I think for that reason Aron goes away. That's 14 creatures plus the Captain's Call. It's a little light. The relic goes out. We don't slow down the deck by these probably, because even though the Outrider gets 1 more point of damage, we just want to keep the deck as fast as possible. We don't have any double whites except for the heroic charges later. Running an automatic librarian. Ugh. Man, that was harsh. I could have had a pretty epic pure Mardu deck if I had pulled that Ellis and the thing. I don't know. I would have splashed the red, I guess, for Squee into lightning strikes and the Hurloon. I don't know how good that would have been. We'll see. I mean, I don't think I would have gotten 1 Vivisector, I guess. All right, so let's take a look. Yeah, like I said, this isn't really great in an aggro deck. So I think Furious Bellow, Thrall, probably Fire Needle or Stall come out. And I cut a land. Hope this is at 4, and we have 1/5 drop and a scry there, I guess. A 1 land here. You hope you get this early. If you don't get this early, it's going to be painful. Ouch. I don't like this deck very much. I mean, I could run 1 source of black just for the kicker on that. Make this 1 point more, but it's only 1 tap land. It's rough. I'm cutting this. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's too many spells. The aggro stall. I'm not counting this as a spell. I'm counting it as a creature on 4. I'm lazy. So I think that you could make a case for, since we don't have, I think you can make a case for cutting either automatic librarian or one of the charges. I think that the charges are how we steal games. So, or the stall for time. This is not inspiring. Yeah, we didn't even get a Baird or anything like that. Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to slow everything down by putting the black in. I just don't think that's right. We didn't get enough, like, creatures to sacrifice, like, token producers. Besides, so we have the Call and we have the Cavalier, and that's it. So, I'm not really... And obviously Squee, but I'm not really thinking that Aron is what I'm supposed to be doing by putting in 3 tap lands and even Bone Splinters. I don't think that's right. Bone Splinters would go in over the Fires of Victory, I think. I just think that that will make it so inconsistent. So I think the stall for time is really important with Squee, which is why that one's still staying in currently. Brr. I'm just gonna run 41 because I'm feeling I'm feeling depressed. All right, here we go. No red mana. Charming. Alright, let's try it. I'm on the play. I've got a 2-drop and a 2-drop. Ooh, that's gonna be a... Mute from me, dog. I'll play this out first. If they kill it, so be it. But it likely gets in for more damage, potentially. Yeah. No land. Okay. Sure. Land would have been really nice. I probably would have played out the Librarian just to make sure that we go further and try and find the red. Red, please. Oh, thank goodness. Am I supposed to kill that now? Just take 3. There aren't that many dragons in this set. I think I just play the automatic this turn, build out my board. And Lightning Strike it some other time. Because both of these things have the potential to trade with it. I think we are in the trading business. I can't double... If I could double spell next turn, I wouldn't block. And I sort of could, because I could pump the Knight plus Lightning Strike, but I think we're supposed to just, again, build out the board. Go next to combat and attack. Close. Yeah, because they've done more damage to themselves. They've done 4 damage to themselves so far. 2 with the Toxic, 2 with the Shadow Prophecy. Now that's a problem. I would like to kill the Revaz before that came out, ideally, so they couldn't scry, but... If I get in for 4 damage here for free anyway, so... I don't think this is where I'm supposed to pump the Knight and do the Lightning Strike, or pump the Kavu and do the Lightning Strike. I think I'm just supposed to pump once. Go next to first strike damage, and next to regular damage, and then play out the other Kavu, because then the Vivisector can't attack currently. Then we have the Heroic Charge. Alternatively, if we draw a land, we can play the Vanguard plus the Lightning Strike, or pump the Knight, or pump the Kavu plus the Lightning Strike. So I think this is fine, but we'll see. And it's possible that I shouldn't even have traded with the 3-1. Hasty, but I think it was right. It was close, because I'd already gotten value off my card. Alright, so if we stall for time, we can just pump the Flowstone Kavu. They may have removal, though, so what's my best play? I think it's still that. So we draw a card and maybe get to Lightning Strike as well or something like that. Oh, never mind. Alright, there we go. They had no cards to play. Maybe they were looking in, they were in a third color that I don't know about. No cards to play out of 4 in hand and 6 mana. It suggests that there's a color missing. Or maybe that they were hoping to block and then combat trick away some stuff and then only take 2. Oof. Opponents goes first and we start on 3. But we do have the Hurloon Battle Hymn after that if we get a 4th mana to gain 4 back, so I think it's okay. Well, now we have removal for the first thing they play too. Looks a little better. I'm gonna mute that. The dog licking its chops is pretty bad. Oof, I would have loved a 2-drop there. Oh well. Oh yeah, let's kill the hell out of that. Get out. Alright, Flowstone first, harder to block. Obviously this is hard to block too, but it's actually got a nice late game kicker, so that's why we're choosing this over that. I don't think I'm gonna spend the Hurloon Battle Hymn on the Deathloom Gardener, even though it might be good. I'm gonna probably use it on what they play. I'm gonna build up my board. I do already have a charge in hand, so it makes more sense for me to build up my board. I think I may regret this. They may play something crazy that I just cannot handle, but we'll see. Okay, drawing all the cards. Let's play. Oh well, it doesn't make sense to play it before combat anyway. Play out the Phalanx. It doesn't make sense to play it out after. They're all tapped out anyway, so and they can't block either of these creatures profitably. So our board looks pretty good. The worry is a Wrath. They'd need to find the Wrath, and then land. So, because the Gardener and the Mana Worker could provide double black for the drag to the bottom. Okay. So if I Hurloon Battle Hymn the Deathloom Gardener and leave up Destroy Evil, I don't really like all of that. I can Mass Pump, but I can't kick the charge. And I can't kick the Skyrider. So it's probably best to not kick this and go. So we hold full control, we let that resolve, then we destroy evil it. That's why we didn't kick, so that we would be able to do that. Alright. Mean, cruel, unusual. Our deck is drawing very well, and our opponent's decks are not so much. They may also be fairly new, which is kind of mean of us, and I feel bad about this. Maybe this isn't something I should be doing. Although, frankly, the last drafts I've gotten beaten up on, so comparatively. So maybe this is something that's totally fine and everybody's like, she's new. Um, so, we'll try it out. We'll weigh it. See how it goes. All right, if I can draw lands, I can curve out. Famous last words. Okay, that's a start. Another plains would be good, I think. Ooh, mute that particular thing. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice follow-up to the knight, because then that makes the phalanx cheaper. I would rather do that than the vanguard. I'd rather put the vanguard out later so that I can, you know, have a little bit more time to keep it in play before and near when I can pump. So, all right. So let's go next to combat and attack. Next to first strike damage. Play out a cavalier, which is lovely because it puts out something profitable to block the sleeper. And then next turn I can phalanx. I would like to draw that second plains. That would be really nice. I'm wondering, I mean, I do have the pumps on the flow stone, and I do want early lightning strikes, so that's why I have a roughly equivalent, I have an exactly equivalent mana base, but yeah. Alright, so the tattered dies to the runic shot. That is something they might attack with. So let's go play the Argivian out first. Because we may lose creatures on this attack. Actually, I might not attack here, therefore. Although, what does my play next turn? Maybe I was supposed to, because I don't think they block the knight if I attack first, because I could pump it once. I don't want to trade for the Benelish Sleeper. So I think we say, no attacks here. Because we have the Heroic Charge. We'll build up, but I think I missed out on 2 damage because I should have played the knight first. I don't think they would have had any... I don't think they would have necessarily blocked it, so I wouldn't have had to spend my knight to kill both of their things. My pump to kill both things. So I missed out on 2 damage there. That was a bad play. Alright. Yes, nice. Okay. So... So Argivian Phalanx and the Knight attack. And I think I'm actually happy to trade for those 2 with the Phalanx. But I can just Heroic Charge here. That's not the worst. I've got another one. Like, other than that, I'm Runic Shotting this and playing a Charismatic Vanguard out. Is that right? Yeah, let's do that. Could have attacked with all if I were really planning to do that. I actually didn't think they would block. But they did, so here we go. I really didn't think they'd block. But, I like our position still. That could change, though. They still have 5 mana and 4 cards in hand, so... It might have been that was greedy and I should have just attacked all. But then I saw... Then I see them blocking, like, the Cavalier with the 3-1 and the 1-1 with the other 1-1, perhaps? Or something like that? Maybe not, no, because it's charged. So they know it's charged there, I think. So, I don't know. I don't know that I'm making the best strategy. They're like, ugh. I thought that just by tacting with those two, they wouldn't block. That they'd go for their own charge afterwards. And then what I was going to do is play the Runic Shot and the Vanguard out, because then I could next turn pump everything with this. +1/+1 all across the board. It was... Huh. Yeah. It was not... I don't think it was wrong what I did. I think I thought it through pretty carefully, and but it ended up being wrong with what they did, I think. Potentially. I paid a charge for a card and a half, and keeping my creatures on the board, which I think is nice, but, you know, eh. Alright, so this is what they're doing here, and I lose out on the chance of the Runic Shot this turn. I think I'm just supposed to play out my board, these two, just keep developing the board because they didn't, and then just pass. Why do you think I can pay the kicker? I cannot pay the kicker. Let's just do this. But yeah, I mean, based on the way they've played, and apparently what's in their hand, the attack was incorrect. So they can pump twice on the Apparition. Or they can block with a Warhorse and trade. But I think they have removal here. So I think we don't attack. Or actually, we choose this attacker. Enlist. One attack. Tap down the Phalanx. Do they have their own Runic Shot? Let's see. Because this trades with either of them, even if they pump, so... It's kind of a free attack. And they may just, you know, do something to it. I don't know. Nice trade. Okay. My 3-mana investment for their 4-mana investment. Hopefully this will work. It looks like they do have a removal spell. We'll see what they choose to remove. The Vanguard's got to be pretty tempting, even despite all of this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that one turn, I don't know. That was... I mean, I still like my board, but... I do have the Divine... Destroy Evil so for the Prayer of Binding to get that back if I want. I also have a lot of stuff in here that goes really well against what they have on the board. But I'm not sure that... I mean, I'm still not sure that that was the right play. They still have 4 cards in hand. They've probably got lots of options. We'll see how this goes. That's fine. If I attack with the Argivian, I can trade for both the Warhorse and the Sleeper. Ooh, that's mean. Okay, let's do it. I think it is worth it to kill the Warhorse. No kicker, obviously. They may want to use the Indestructible trick here, but they won't gain any life. I think that's what they have. +1/+1 lifelink Indestructible. Alright. I like getting the picker out there, especially. If I draw more lands, I'm definitely going to want to use the picker to get rid of them. Ooh, Haunted Mire. Oh yeah, that's for the kicker of the repossession. Most likely. Although they might be splashing something else as well, a rare, like Nemata or something like that. makes sense. If I draw a land, I can pick it away if I can't just get through for lethal. Raven Man, okay. Yeah, I think they still have that indestructible lifelink thing. Which means that I just attack here. Everything is profitable for me, basically. I drew a lovely card, so... That's going to be that +1/+1 and indestructible. 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't pump enough to do lethal. So let's go next to first strike damage. They're going to do it, and we're going to do this in response. Yeah. Okay, Death Touch indestructible, not the other one. We don't want to pump, it's already blocked. Go to 1, and if they can deal with... I mean, I'm really scared if they... I think there's nothing that deals with the Phalanx and the 3 little ones. Obviously, there's Miasma that deals with the 3 little ones. But I can pump the Knight. That would deal with the 3 little ones if I couldn't pump the Knight. But the Phalanx as well might be really difficult for them to handle. And since they just played out a swamp, I don't think there's literally anything. Famous last words, but yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Turn target creature card. Mm-hmm. So they're effectively at 3. I don't think this saves them. Yeah. I like their deck, though. That's got great cards in it. Ours just drew really well, and I'm really grateful for that. That's awesome. Yeah, I think, yeah, I think you just should have attacked all out and done the charge or something if they blocked that. The charge back was pretty dangerous, though, and I wasn't killing them. So, I mean, that one turn was just really interesting, and I'm gonna ponder it for a while. Okay, so, moving along. What have we got? What have we got? Great island of New Argive is part of the archipelago of Terrasiare, or something like that, which was shattered at the end of the Brothers' War. It's currently ruled by King Darien, but the Dragon Prosh reigns over its care ridges. Ah. That sounds lovely. Alright. Flowstone for the first thing, into a 2/3, into a pumpable. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. Okay, we're gonna lead off of a Flowstone, most likely. Looks like 1 mulligan so far. Our main fear with this deck is drag to the bottom. Like, that's our main fear. Miasma to some degree as well. Hello, my darling. Look. Spores. Thingies. Alright, yep. Flowstone next. I mean, this looks like Domain, potentially, or it could be, green-white. If it's green-white, we want this. Domain, they'll probably just play another tap land. Potentially. So, unless I draw the Phalanx, I think that's what it's called. the one that cares about creatures on the board, I will be probably playing the Knight into the Kavu rather than the Knight into the Cavalier. Although Knight into the Cavalier is lovely with charge as well, so we'll see what they play and what I draw. I'm not sure there are too many decisions to be had on turn 2 for this. There we are. Okay. It might be green right, in which case this should be useful, maybe. So Vanguard, I think it's still Flowstone. Oh, that's not good for us. Okay. Facing that's gonna be a little difficult. It's always fun to remember that opponents have rares. I have a squee. I do have a squee. They're attacking here not only... They can't really... Ooh, interesting. They have pump. This goes poorly. I think I'm supposed to just build out the boards. Let's go next to combat and attack. You can have fight spell maybe? I think we just play this out and leave up the Flowstone. The more I empty out my hand, the worse this gets. I think they have a fight spell, and unfortunately I can't just sit back with this, I think. I just have to build out the board with this in hand. And end the turn. They're gonna wonder why I didn't pump the Fakavu, like, once. And maybe I should have and not left up the Flowstone. I just think the Flowstone is the correct thing to leave up. White mana left up. Yeah, might be the indestructible trick. Ooh, that's a good draw. So, I think I'm supposed to attack with all 3 of the main things and enlist the 1/1. Okay. I think if they have a fight... this works best if they have a fight spell. If they just have the +1/+1 and indestructible, this also works well. So I think this is right, instead of going like heroic charge on everything. Leaving up... planning to heroic charge on everything, leaving up that, it seems good. Alright, so I first go for the first strike, and they're counting on that. And then I fires it when they try to do that. Oh, I see. Well, it still fires. Okay. That was always going to kill it. Yeah, so let's fires the Widow. He comes back into play tapped. If it comes into play. Alright. That's big. Alright, so... Lightning Strike plus Flowstone kills it, though. Then I attack with Cavalier in this, or I can just attack all and charge. Charge, well, if they block the 1/1, doesn't kill it, though. It's probably correct to just frickin' lightning strike it plus the thing. I do another lightning strike in the deck, so... And we still have the charge after this. The only creature we know... They have one card that we don't know about, and then they're drawing one card. This creature comes into play tapped. The charge should... Yo, okay. Yeah, the charge. Wait, they're just dead on 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're just dead on board unless they have something. Alright, so let's just go next and all attack, charge, heroic. So even if they kill one thing, they still die to the other two. Okay. Alright. This deck is drawing it really well. The opening hands I've been able to keep are... That's so nice. I haven't been able to keep opening hands so long. It's so nice. And they're good opening hands too. It's not like I'll hesitantly keep this. So, happiness. And we've had really decent mana. We've not flooded. And we've not really screwed, so it's great. I don't think we've screwed at all, which is lovely. I've been really happy with this. This hand is a little sketch. It's on the draw, though, so I'll keep it. We can play out Plains. We can play out Night. We can deal with the first thread with Hurloon. This probably less so. Protector's a nice thing to play on 4. Hopefully I can draw a 3-drop. It's just so nice to be having, to have a, now they might have Tribute here and the knight might be dead. Oh no, okay. It's nice to have a 2-drop in hand a lot of the time because we actually don't have that many 2-drops. I'm not going to pump there. They might have Miasma, and I'm just going to be able to hold this up, and the Hurloon, so... Do I Hurloon that? That seems... I don't think I do. Let me just play out the Griffin. Missing a third 3-drop was a little rough, but we did have the option to kill that. I don't think it would be correct to do so. We might have to kill the Raven dude. I don't have any creatures to play, so I can't pump the Griffin Protector, but we can just attack. I do have a mountain to let go if I want to. I think I do kill the Raven Man here. Next to first strike damage. Next to damage. It might have something, but I think it is correct to just kill that. And end the turn. The big thing they play out probably next is this was a good draw for that. I would like to find some creature. Wait, what? Okay. Alrighty then. I will take it. Not a terribly exciting game, but sometimes that's just like the draws on opponent's side or my side are just like, okay, I gotta concede now. I can't see myself getting anywhere from here. Or they were called away to perform emergency surgery. So they're saving somebody's life. Because they could have been playing on mobile just for as long as they could, and then they're like called to like, oh, hey. Alright, Hangnail. Time to clip nails. Okay. Welcome to the show. Okay, so... Oh, we have it! Opponents on the play, though. Squeeze less, so much less crazy if opponents on the play, and I wish I just had a lightning strike instead of that. That would be really nice, but Because then you can clear the way for the squee. Which is so beautiful. Okay. Well, if they attack with the herbalist and play nothing afterward, it is likely that I get to do something. But I doubt that that's going to be the case. If they're almost certainly going to have a follow-up play. Okay, maybe they just have something. Hopefully they can't kill this. Please can't do that. Nope, they have something. Nope, they don't have something. Oh, that's so good. They have Shadow Prophecy, okay. That's good for them. They're gonna have major options and have card advantage. And the Samite Herbalist can gain them life back. So, next turn I can play Captain's Call, or I can play Runic Shot on the Herbalist and then Flowstone Kavu. I suspect Captain's Call is the better play. But we'll see what they do. Attack into that, I get another 1/1. Can just play the Phalanx out. Let's just do that. If they have removal for the Phalanx and then the Herbalist attacks, I can still block with a Gabo, so that's not so bad. They can attack with a Warhorse and the Herbalist, and then sacrifice the Herbalist to the Warhorse when the 1/1 blocks it, and trade with the Phalanx. That's also an option. But they had removal. Okay. Another Herbalist, okay. They lost life for it. So we Runic Shot that. Trade with the Squee. We have 2 in Graveyard. And play out the Captain's Call. Hope they don't have Miasma. So that's 4 in Graveyard, including the Squee. I need to find a few more. The Mary's Outrider comes down next turn, unless I draw... If I draw a land, I might play both of these. Okay, let's see what they have. Okay, that I don't care about at all. I think I allow them to eat one of these in exchange for 3 damage. I know I have 2 Captain's Calls, so this might not be quite right. I think this is all right, though. Because Squee can get there eventually, so... yeah, let's play out both Kavu. The Outrider can be the final, like, nail in the coffin, in theory. As they start killing Kavus, that's more fodder for Squee there in the graveyard. I think overall, probably one of my bigger flaws is probably playing too much aggression. I'm not sure. All right. So they can eat 1 off the Sky Knight, the little 1/1. But then if they're blocking a Flowstone, they have to lose 2 things. And I can pump a Flowstone once and play the Myria's Outrider. And now we have the 5 in the graveyard for Squee to come back next turn, in addition to the Goblin Picker play. Minache. Okay. Actually, I should have made sure that the auto tapper used the white there so I could double pump the Kavu if necessary. I think I might have broken... Nope, I didn't break Arena. That's opponent thinking. Opponent's thinking! That makes sense. Yeah, this is why I should have made sure it tapped red. I mean, sorry, tapped white and left that open. Yep. But I'm gonna let that go. Of course, and then I'm gonna play this. It still was fine. It worked out fine because of the picker play. Rather than getting in like another couple points with the Kavu, I still think playing the picker is better to go wider. But yeah. Not that I needed to pump at all, but poor Kavu felt all sad at not being pumped much. Pumpy, pumpy. Okay. So... I got an orb. Orbs in holes? Orb in... this hole. Convert. Okay. Back. Alright. Play. Urborg is now dominated by the Cabal's enormous stronghold. Aren't we all? Anyway, sorry. But used to be home to Croesus, the primeval dragon of death, the infamous necromancer Nevineral, and the noble panther planeswalker Lord Windgrace. Larry Niven. Wonderful. So, when we find our next opponent, maybe we can 7-0, maybe we can 7-1, maybe we can 7-2, hopefully. Our deck has been drawing really well. Really happy about that. The idiot of the village, okay. The village idiot. Alright, oof. Fires kills the first threat, then the Vanguard gets to play, but that's not really, really good. This is a kind of dead card. I think I keep it rather than going down one, but this isn't a great hand. I don't think it's worth going down a card, though, when you have one piece of good removal into a play, into a second piece of removal. Okay. Alright. So he basically fires a victory almost anything they play early, if it's at all of a threat. Yeah, probably that. No scry, no gain life. Seems good for us. I do just want to draw into another planes and more creatures. Preferably the creatures first, because most of them cost 3 or... Oh, nice. I'm gonna play this. If they have Essence Scatter, it can come back later. I'll get in for 3. And tap them both down, maybe? Yeah, okay. Maybe? No? Okay. What are you going to do? Okay. I have no idea what's happening. Oh, yes. Okay, good. I did call it. All right. All right. That was a lovely draw for us. Most of what they play I can probably kill, unless it's 3 toughness. Alright, artillery blast there. And we're gonna go next to combat and attack. We'll play the Cleaving Skyrider at the end of their turn. And then we'll kill that on my turn. So now we have 3 creatures, including Squee. So that's 2 cards in addition to Squee. We just need 2 more, which we have off this. If we need. Sure. 6 mana, no plays is so odd. We're gonna fight with his lightning strike. Alright. Sweet little 7-0 there. Damn. Alright. Ranking up, ranking up. Maybe we'll get to gold here. All right, let's claim that prize. Seems sweet. Okay. So, let us wrap this one up. I hope you had as much fun as that I did with that one. That one was really sweet. I think the opponents chose some pretty cool decks. There were a couple opponents that I think conceded maybe a little early, but I don't know what's in their hand, so I can't really weigh in on that. My instinct is it was a little early, but they know their hand better than I do. So props to them for deciding, this is where I call it, or again deciding to go save the world instead of play Magic. So that's epic. And like I said, your opponent knows their hand better than you do, so always just let them concede when they want to concede. Take it, it's awesome. And go from there. There were a few times where the opponents had 6 mana out, and maybe they were missing colors or something and they did nothing, so maybe they were getting flooded. There's always that possibility. It's happened to us, it'll happen again. So, but I think that we had a couple real games that were some pretty fun, and I thought a lot of opponents' decks were pretty cool. So that was neat. So like and subscribe if you had fun, and I'll see you for the next video. All right. I'm probably gonna just get into it right now. We'll see how it goes. All right. Mwah! I'll see you soon. Here we go.